What's up, everybody? Anime Redo here. Welcome back to my channel. Like and subscribe. Thank you. I'm waiting. Like and subscribe. Dude. Like and subscribe. Pause the entire video. Like and subscribe. Thanks. So this will be what if Deku had a half and half quirk, a half light and half dark. Shout out to Kid Zoo Studio. Now that he has way more subscribers than me. Now that he needs it. Keep in mind I'm not gonna be stealing anyone's content in this one. I'm just gonna be taking his idea and molding it into my own. Like um. Like the way Deku and All Might uses it One for All. They may have the same power, but Deku uses it another way than All Might. Deku uses his legs, All Might uses his hand. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So let's get started. So Deku, I'm gonna be changes Deku heritage and his birthright. Yeah. So because his birthright is his quirks. So my objective is to make Deku OP. That's my objective in all my what ifs, to make everyone OP. So Deku's gonna be OP. So um Deku was born to two parents, Inko Midoriya and his father. I forgot his father's name. In every one of my what ifs I forget someone's name. Oh dang. Can't believe I forgot his name. Dang. Well, his father, I forgot his name. Mr. Midoriya. Yeah, Mr. Midoriya. Um, so I'm gonna show you. This is what Deku looks like right now. White and black hair. Yeah. Um. So Deku was born to two parents. His mother's quirk is light burst. She can create light and control. Just a small amount of it control light. Her his father's quirk is dark burst. Um, his quirks allows him to control somebody's shadow. It's like a shadow possession jutsu, but in the My Hero world, so it counts as a quirk. So Deku's born with a much higher level quirk than his parents possess. Combined, they could not beat Deku in a fight. So Deku is born to his parents, and he does have a quirk. Um, but he doesn't have access to the full potential of his quirk yet. Just keep in mind that yet. So when Deku is young, Akatsuki was Kachan was bullying someone, and Deku went over there and told him to stop bullying Kachan. Bakugo says, "Why should I?" Releasing an explosion, a much bigger explosion than he realized. In that instance, Deku says, "If only I had a weapon, summoning a sword, Lightbringer." So I'm gonna just explain Lightbringer. Lightbringer is a sword stored in hell. It literally means a Lightbringer. Um, I'm gonna be explain. Okay, so Lightbringer in ancient mythology, Lightbringer is the name of Lucifer before he was sent to hell. Before Lucifer changed his name, it was Samael. I think it was Samael. Which means Lightbringer, and yeah, Samael. He changed it to Lucifer or Satan. I don't remember which one. But that blade is as as Azrael's as Azrael's blade. Yeah, Azrael's blade. The blade that can cut through anything, combined with the devil's power, that could cut through the universe quite literally, creating the multiverse. That sort could create a different separate multiverse in a multiverse. um, if you don't understand that, later on I'm gonna be posting a video on Lightbringer. So yeah, I'm just gonna be explaining it. So yeah, check that out later. So he summons Lightbringer, and this sword In the My Hero world, it can erase quirks. So when Kachan re- releases the explosion, and Deku says, "If only I had a sword." Summoning Lightbringer. That's what Deku's gonna call it, Lightbringer, because it's Azrael's blade, but fused with the devil's power. So it's quite over that is a quite overpowered sword. That isn't the actual sword. That's a copy of the sword, so it can cut through the universe, but only for a split second, for only like 5 to 10 seconds for now. This isn't Deku's full quirk, so Deku's assumed that his quirk has finally been awakened. Um, so Deku summons the sword, and the sword is stuck to the ground. He can't pull it out yet. So he summons it, and Kachan quirk goes away. Um, they're saying this what is Izuku actually trains a little bit more, so he's kind of good at fighting. He does karate. Sorry, I had to say it like karate. I had to say it like that, karate. So Deku does karate, and it essentially erases Bakugo's Bakugo's Deku's sword erases Bakugo's quirk, and his goons' quirks. So because Deku has knows karate, he kicks Bakugo's ass with karate. Yeah. So Deku beats um Akatsuki with karate and his sword. Deku tries to pull out the sword, but he can't even make it move. Like he can't even. I don't even know the word. He cannot even. He can barely touch it because it's hot. It's been summoned from a different universe. So yeah. So Deku assumes that his quirk has been awakened. He gives that person the thing that Bakugo stole, and Akatsuki tells his mom what he did. His mom says that was a very brave thing. His father says, "Oh, you awakened your quirk." He says, "What is it?" And he summons his sword. His father tries to touch it, but it actually burns his father. Um, his father doesn't know why, but his mother tried to touch it, and it burns her too. Deku tries to touch it. It doesn't burn him, but he can't touch it. Like there's something not allowing him to touch it. There's something in his mind says I must not be strong enough yet. So in the Deku doesn't go to the doctor. That bastard doctor. No, let's say he does, and they give a description of what Deku's quirk is. Um, let's say there's a doctor that can look at someone and read what their quirk is. When they look at Deku, they actually fall, and they fall in fear of what Deku quirk is. They actually go insane. The doctor actually goes insane. Um, no one knows why. And that should give you a perspective of how powerful Izuku's quirk is. So yeah, the doctor falls to his knee, actually crying, and say, "Demon, demon," and then he passes out. Izuku grows up training a lot. So he's quite strong, kicking Bakugo's ass. Kicking Bakugo's ass, Bakugo kicking his ass. So Deku does get experience, resulting in a much stronger Deku and a much stronger Bakugo. So Bakugo is gonna have better battles, and so is Deku. So Deku and Bakugo at this stage, Deku hasn't developed his full quirk yet. In his half quirk, Deku is even more powerful than Bakugo at this stage. So yeah, Izuku Midoriya is quite strong in the Let's say now he can lift the sword and get at least 10 swings before he falls he passes out of exhaustion. So the start of the anime, Izuku is a candidate for UA. So is Bakugo. Bakugo scoffs, says he doesn't say anything out loud. He said he knows that Midoriya is stronger than him, but he scoffs. He tries to bully Bakugo. Bakugo tries to bully Izuku, but Izuku summons a much smaller knife, and he can once something is in its dimension, it absorbs both the power of light and darkness. So combining the power of a goddess and a demon. So like I said, I'm gonna be explaining that in a later video today. So go check that out. I don't think it's gonna be out at the time where when I upload this. I don't think it's gonna be out. So yeah. So once Izuku stores stuff into the dimension, which combines the power of lightness and darkness. So yeah, it can't that knife that he summoned. It can erase quirks, but not to a degree that can that the Lightbringer does. That's what Deku calls it, Lightbringer. He says the reason he called it that because he says the sword will shine brighter than All Might one day. The sword will make him shine brighter than All Might one day. He wants to surpass All Might. That's his goal. That's his ultimate goal, to surpass All Might. So Deku summons a knife that erases Bakugo's quirk, and they go at it because Bakugo's no karate right now, but Deku knows karate too, and Deku's quite powerful at karate. I can't stop saying karate. So Deku does beat Bakugo, and yeah, um, Bakugo and his goons walk out. Bakugo's goons try to jump in, but Deku just erased their course and slipped them, knocking them out. So after that, Bakugo smiles and takes them to the nurse. Deku smiles and goes home, taking a shortcut. Says he forgot he had to do something with his father today. He had to train more karate with his father today. So yeah. Um. The sludge villain attacks. The sludge villain attacks, but Izuku summons the Lightbringer. Um, the sludge villain's quirk. I'm a assume the sludge villain's quirk. The sludge villain, I think, is um regeneration. Maybe, yeah, I think it's regeneration because I think it's a quite high level of regeneration. So the Lightbringer actually absorbs a part of the sludge villain, but then it goes away. No, it doesn't go away. The light stops shining, stop erasing the sludge villain's quirk. The sludge villain um regrows that part of his body that was lost in the dimension. The that part of the sludge villain that was no, not yet. The sludge villain um regenerates that part that was stolen by Deku. Deku grabs the sword. Remember, he has 10 swings, so Deku starts counting. One swing, slices off of the sludge villain, seemingly stopping that part of his body to regenerate for at least like 15, nah, 20 minutes, so he can't regenerate. So once one cut from that can stop your quirk for 20 minutes. So yeah, because the sludge villain is kind of a slime. He has multiple parts, multiple. But if that could cut a human, that will cut off his quirk completely for 1 hour. But because the sludge has mass regeneration, I'm gonna say that's his quirk. Mass regeneration. His quirk is redeveloping, like that, and Deku actually um slices the villain. He says one slices, two slices, three slices, four slices, five slices. He's getting really tired at five. Six slices, seven slices, eight slice, nine slice, 10 Tokyo slice. He says Tokyo slice. It slices the villain into small pieces, shutting off his quirk into small pieces. Deku picks pick, picks the pieces of the sludge villain and puts it in a bottle. All Might arrives. All Might was actually watching Deku and says, "Wow, did he call that move Tokyo Slice? That's awesome." um, All Might comes down and says, "Oh my young man, you have a quite powerful quirk. What is it called?" Deku's fanboy, All Might. All Might signs his autograph, and Deku does jump on his leg this time. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Deku does. And the sludge villain does fall. Deku says, All Might, All Might deflates. Deku screams. All Might coughs out blood. He says, after All Might reassures him that he is All Might, Deku says, All Might, I have a question for you. Do you really think I could be a hero? In canon, Deku, no, in canon, All Might said no because Deku had a he didn't have a quirk at all, and All Might didn't want him to get hurt. But after seeing that Tokyo slice, yeah, All Might said, yeah, you could definitely surpass me. But before All Might could offer Deku his quirk, boom, explosion goes off. Um, Deku recognizes this and says Bakugo, and he runs. Seemingly, he runs on air. He doesn't know how, but he runs on air. He's not running on air. He's running on light. That's his quirk. Light and darkness manipulation. Yeah, he can control them. He can release them. Yeah, he can emit it from somebody else's body. He can control someone else with his shadow possession. Yeah. So Deku's quite overpowered, so he runs on light. But he thinks why is he running on air? Maybe that's the other quirk. Yeah. So he thinks he developed another quirk. He push it to the back of his mind and starts running to the explosion. Boom again. When Deku reaches there, he jumps down and sees the hero's not doing anything. Without even a split second of thinking, he runs inside and says, Bakugo, release it. Bakugo explodes because he knows how Bakugo's quirk works because Deku is quite a genius. Like in canon, but because he was bullied in canon, he didn't have confidence in his abilities. He does now. He does a little bit more in this one. So he says Bakugo now because he knows Bakugo is funny. Bakugo smiles and Bakugo releases an explosion boom, destroying like creating a big hole in the sludge villain. Then Bakugo says Lightbringer, summons his sword and starts to glow, erasing everybody's quirks. The heroes wondering why can't they use their quirks. They're wondering. Oh, they're saying that it must be that kid's quirk. Mizuku summoning another blade. I'm not gonna tell you guys the other blade's name yet. Mizuku summoning another blade. It's not glowing though. Mizuku summons it. It looks like a normal blade, but when it um slices the sludge villain, it doesn't slice the sludge villain. It slices but creates like a key blast, like a slash blast. I'm gonna just call it a slash blast. So Deki says Kyoto blast. Um, and because the sludge villain's quirk is erased because of the Lightbringer. He didn't stand a chance against Deku, and Deku puts him in a bottle again. And the heroes are all fanboying over Deku now. Yeah, Deku say, "Yeah, better be, you better be." All Might comes out, grabs Deku, and runs off. Bakugo actually, him and Bakugo are best friends in this one. Bakugo smiles because I have to get stronger. So Bakugo and Deku have a kind of Goku and Vegeta relationship right now. So yeah, Bakugo saying I have to get stronger, and him going home. Um, All Might offers Deku his quirk. Deku fans, but Deku goes nerd mode and say you can't possibly pass on a quirk. All Might telling him the name of his quirk, and Deku says, "Oh, that's why you deflated." All Might saying, "Yes, young man," buffing up again on past surpassing his limits again, and saying and offers Deku one for all. Deku crying and saying, "Yes, yes, I will." So that was the what if, everybody. Like and subscribe. Comment what you think the sword that the second sword that they can summon name. What's his name? I thank you for watching. Like and subscribe again. I'm not gonna stop saying that in every video. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Um, peace.